Hello, hello, and welcome to the afternoon cuppa. We're usually on in the mornings, but not today. Every Sunday is the afternoon cup of peas, where we just get together and see what Spirit has to say. So come on in, grab a seat. I'm just going to put out a message that we are live, because sometimes people have a hard time finding it. Imagine that. So let's see if I can share the live. If I can find the live. That's sometimes a challenge as well. All right, we are live. Okay, so let me just share this out. And we'll get our peas in here so we can have a good time together today. Sound off, and we're good to go. Hello, Lynn Marie. I know, right? Yes, it feels good to be on and be doing the things that make my heart happy and coming together as a family. I think it makes all of us happy. So I'm just starting to write down names so we can get you in order to get your messages. Hello, Miss Brandy, and thank you for sharing, Brandy. My lips are a little dry, so I'm just going to take a minute, put a little bit of moisture on my lips. Okay, that feels better. Let's go into our hearts. And I have the chimes ready to sing to us as we do so. Good afternoon, Deirdre. All right, so let's go into our hearts and do some heart brain. Calling in that energy of peace, love, and joy into our hearts. So breathe into your heart center. Kona's going to help the chimes. I don't think you're much help though, Kona. Stopping the chimes. Okay, so breathe in love and breathe out love. Put a smile on your face and breathe in joy. And breathe joy back out into the world. Breathe in peace. And breathe out peace. And let's give some heart hugs. Let's give some really, really big heart hugs today. So whoever you want to call into your heart center, say their name. You can either say it out loud, you can say it in your head, you can whisper it, whatever you want to do. Just call in somebody. And when you call them in there, give them such a big heart hug that they're going to feel it wherever they are, because we're all one. And we do feel the energy of what one person does. It puts it out into the universe and we all feel it. All right. So yes, let's do those affirmations. Thank you, Brandy. And thank you, Deirdre. This is day 111 of saying those affirmations together as a group. That was our intention. And we're just going to keep on doing it. So I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities are always showing up for me. And why, universe, is it so easy to manifest? I love these. All right, well, let's see who all came in. Thank you, Chimes, for bringing us into a really good heart space. Annie Banani in the house. And little Grayson, hello to you if you're there. Darlene, hello and welcome from Michigan. I'm glad you made it too, Darlene. And I think that's it. I think I got everybody that came in. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to do individual. Oh, I have to grab the cards. Whoops. We're going to do individual messages from Spirit from the cards. See what comes up for everybody. I'm going to pull a Kuan Yin card for us all, and we'll read our next page in Angels in My Pocket. The Cajun Queen, that is our Annie Banani, isn't it? Such a beautiful queen you are. All right, so I've got the Kuan Yin card for us. Ooh, I like this one. The magic of the moon to manifest. That beautiful moon. It's like a little sliver right now. I saw it last night when I was out with the dogs. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once, and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. That beautiful sun, and we're going to manifest away a moon. Sorry, that was a moon on the picture. We're going to do some manifesting with that moon. Whenever it comes up to be a next full moon, let's just manifest, manifest, manifest. And speaking of manifesting, tomorrow I want to do the peace walk. Tomorrow's the last day of June. Holy moly. Whew, this month went fast, and a very, very, very busy month. So I want to do the peace walk tomorrow. What's a good time for everybody? Do you like that 1:11 time spot to do the peace walk wherever you are? And I will do it here in Boulder, Colorado. So just let me know if 1:11 works for everyone. If I get a thumbs up for 1:11, then so it shall be. But let me know if that's what you want. And we are on page, what page are we on? 38, I think. Yes, we are on page 38. Oh, Deirdre, I heard from Auntie Jean yesterday. She has a house full of company. I believe it's her son and his children, and she is just overwhelmed. But she sends her love to everyone. I was so glad that I heard back from her. I was getting ready to send out the troops and say, hey, go to this house and check on this woman, right? The 1:11 would be in Eastern time, Brandy. So if that works for peeps, then that's what we shall do. Not sure what that noise was, but Kona, why are you whining? Go find a place and lay down. All right. It's an interesting day here at the Anderson household. They're on their way home, and I think 3 little doggaroos are realizing that. And I think they can feel that energy, even though I haven't said anything to them until now. I think they really know that mom and dad are headed home. They'll be here tonight. All right, so page 38, Angels in My Pocket. When you let go of the fear and uncertainty and allow yourself to follow your dream, you will begin to believe. Belief is the key to the confidence necessary to keep moving forward. If you have abandoned your dream somewhere along life's path, it is never too late to pick it back up again. Don't abandon those dreams and those beliefs and those I wants in the world, because they're important. They're nudges from spirit. Melanie, you found us. Oh, yay, yay, yay. I'm so glad you're here. Everyone meet Melanie if you haven't met her already. Melanie's been coming to our astral travel on Saturdays. All right, dear ones, fear gains strength when shrouded in darkness. To release its grip, you must summon the courage to illuminate your inner shadows, seeing them in all their deep dimensions. Engage in deep introspection and you will uncover the root causes of your fear. And then the next one, when you pause to reflect on the marvelous creation that you are, you cannot help but know that it is no accident or fluke of nature. It is by divine design. Absolutely. We are all beautiful creations. And the very last one says, dear ones, we know that losing a loved one is a painful and often overwhelming experience. And it is essential to remember that love transcends the boundaries of life and death. The eternal bond you share with your departed loved ones remains unbroken as they continue to guide, protect, and inspire you from the spiritual realm. So those are the readings for today from Angels in My Pocket. And Melanie, I was thinking of you the whole time I was reading that last message. Look at you coming in here in divine time and hearing a message about your son in spirit. He's right there with you, my dear. All right, so every day we read a page from Angels in My Pocket. If you don't have this little book, it is full of gems that really help us to understand this thing called life. So I'm going to put that away. And Melanie, I wrote your name down so I can get a message for you. And I need to grab the cards. So Kona, you're going to have to move so I can get up. I will be right back. Poor Kona, he thought that I was getting up to get him a treat. He is very food driven. So anytime that I move, it's supposed to be to get something to give him to eat. But that is not the case. All right, so the card deck is the ponies. And to start in the order that you all came in to the broadcast. And the first one is Miss Lynn in Florida. Melanie, I'm not sure if you and Lynn met. Lynn, I can't remember if you were at the last Angel Circle. But anyway, we're doing another Angel Circle when I get into Florida in August. And hopefully, I hope to see the two of you there. All right, so Lynn, what does Spirit want you to know today for your best and highest good? Ooh, I feel Kuan Yin with you. Have you been connecting with Kuan Yin? Because I feel her energy very, very present. So I'm not sure what she's doing, but she's really guiding you. I thought you were. So Lynn, you and Melanie have met. All right, so the message, Lynn, is your spirit path. The culmination of your life experiences is coming together in perfect alignment, creating the burning fire of your essence. It is your reason for being. This perfect harmony is unfolding before you, just as it should, for your spirit path is unique to you. You may not fully understand the path that unfolds, yet trust it is part of the perfect plan. I think that's the crux of this message for you. And that's why Kuan Yin is so present right now in your life. Because there's things that don't make sense. Am I hitting the truth there? Because I got truth chills with that message. There's a lot of things that are not making sense and haven't made sense for a bit. And when you try to make it make sense, when you try to force two puzzle pieces together that don't fit perfectly, what happens? They get all messed up, don't they? When we try to force square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work well, if at all. So her message is trust is a part of the perfect plan because you may not fully understand the path that is unfolding. So know that there is meaning in every moment and every experience. You merely need to be aware and tuned in. You merely need to be conscious of the gifts that present themselves. You merely need to dance in the possibilities that trot onto your path. Trust, believe, and live in awe of the true wonder of your spirit path. I know that we sometimes rebel against that word trust. Sometimes when we hear it, we just automatically shut down. We're like, la, 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 I don't hear you, right? And that's the worst thing we can do because trust is so essential in this experience that we're having. So, yes, I'm so glad you resonated with it, Lynn. It was amazing to get that message for you. I love it, love it, love it. All right. Joanne, hello, hello. I'm so glad that you are in here. I've got an eagle flying around outside. I saw it earlier when I was out with the dogs, and it looks like, well, it's got a white head, so it's not a baby, but it looks young because it's not real big. And there were two big blackbirds that were chasing it. So obviously it hasn't been behaving itself because they're trying to chase it off. But it's so interesting. And there was, before Ruth left, we were in here in the kitchen area, and I saw two eagles. I mean, very, very close to the window where you could just really see the whole bird, everything up close and personal. So it's been an eagle kind of experience here in Boulder. All right. Deirdre says, there's that old trust chestnut again. Someone needs to keep hearing it. You're right, Deirdre. You know, they did that to me for, oh my gosh, for so long in my life. And I didn't want to hear it. I was the one going, la, 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 I don't hear you. This message isn't for me, obviously. And obviously it was because I kept getting it. So when trust keeps coming up, pay attention. All right, Miss Brandy, it's your turn. And let's see what Spirit has for Brandy girl. Lynn says the Eagle Spirit Guide represents strength, freedom, vision, and courage. It encourages embracing one's own power and potential, fostering a sense of independence and resilience. The eagle spirit animal can also signify a time for transformation, reminding individuals to look at life from a higher perspective and pursue their dreams with boldness. I love it. Thank you for that. All right, Brandy. Brandy, you're going to laugh. I'm laughing because these angels are really funny. But they showed you with a tutu on. And if you know what a tutu is, it's this little frilly, lacy skirt that usually is worn in ballet. And I don't know why they showed you with the tutu. But let's see what the cards say for you. Ooh, you're supposed to dance. You know, you can't make this stuff up. It is Moonlight Dance. Spirit is calling you. Dance beneath the light of a full moon and let the color of inspiration feed your soul. Consider how the moonbeams radiate your path, allowing you to step sprightly with ease. The freedom of your heart finds a rhythm that is only yours. Dance your own dance. Invite spirit to play. Oh, Brandy, you're supposed to do some dancing, girl. I really feel that with the tutu on. And it can be an imaginary one, But the whole idea is to go into that innocence, dancing like nobody's watching, and the freedom of movement. And wasn't that one of the things with the eagle? Is freedom. So there's your message, my dear. I hope it resonated, and I feel like you're ready to dance. I really do. I feel like you've been limited, you've been held back for so long. It's time for your miracle, the miracle of movement, the miracle of dancing. I love you so much, Brandy. Thank you for being here today. All right, so Deirdre, next up in the house. Let's see what Spirit wants for Deirdre today. And hello to Thump. I feel Thump there with you. I just saw a turtle cloud. Do y'all ever make shapes out of the clouds or see shapes in the clouds? I guess I should say. So there's a perfect turtle up in the sky right now. How cool is that? All right, so for Deirdre, let me tune into you. Deirdre, they gave you some angel wings. I see you with big, fluffy wings, but they're not white. They're multicolored. They have pink, purple, yellow, green, and blue. Those are the colors of your wings, and it's kind of swirled around, kind of like a cotton candy look of swirling, and they're fluffy. They're really, really big wings. So why do you have angel wings today, Deirdre? And let's see what your message is. It is time to get your dance on, Miss Brandy. All right, so Deirdre, you are entering the sacred forest. A rider wrapped in a striped blanket moves almost silently on a dark horse, entering the sacred forest. The trees form a living cathedral. The birds sing their delicate songs as the horse walks. The Great Spirit feels nearby. The time before you is sacred, a place of introspection. Pay attention to the learnings that can be found here, for you are in an important place of growth. Boy, are you ever. Watch for messages to your soul in the birds, the trees, and the gleaming light as it penetrates the branches. Are there patterns to see? Visions to new paths? The answers lie in your heart. Just listen. Sometimes we are given that message and we say, okay, or we say our yes, and then we just go about our day, right? And we chatter and we get wrapped up in things. Your message right now is just listen. There's a time for speaking and there's a time for listening and learning. And this is your time. And those angel wings, what I saw as the message was coming through was fluttering. So there's movement that's happening. There's a lot of movement inside of you right now. There's a huge leap that you're taking, a huge spiritual growth. And I love it. I've watched you over these last years really blossom and really grow in your spiritual path. So this is another growth spurt for you. You're in a growth spurt and the angels are right there. They're all in helping you with that growth, helping you with understanding, helping you to fully get your whole life message. That's what I'm hearing, the whole life message. Sometimes we get bits and pieces. Sometimes we can see where we're at in the present moment and know what that's all about. But this is big. This is really big. It's more than just what's happening today. This is your whole life. And I know that once we go into our spirit bodies and leave this human existence behind, we do a life review and we see the impact that was had with our life and the things that we did and the things that happened and people we interacted with. So this is kind of like an earthly life review, if you will. This is you fully understanding every bit of your life, every bit of it. So I love you, Deirdre, and I'm here for the movie. I've got my popcorn. So I'm going to watch this growth in you and just see the beauty that comes forth from what's happening. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. And hello to Leo. Thank you for being here, Leo. And we're going to Miss Annie Banani. What was it you all called her? The Cajun Queen. I love that. And I do see you with a crown on your head, Annie. But it's not the heavy, bulky crown that royalty wears. You know, I was watching, what was it? Napoleon. I was watching a movie about Napoleon, and they showed the part where he was crowned emperor and Josephine was crowned the queen. And that crown looked so heavy. And I'm like, I don't think I would want that placed on my crown chakra. But your crown that you're wearing, Miss Cajun Queen, is more like flowery. It's like a garland of every beautiful flower you can imagine. You have this wonderful, amazing nature crown that's on top of your head. I love that for you. And hello to Jennifer on your work break and to Susan Flo. Thank you for coming in. We got a good crowd today on YouTube. I love that. Thank you all for coming in. And Deirdre, of course, your wings are multicolored. They couldn't be any other thing, right? You couldn't have solid wings. Yours has to be like every color in the spectrum, I believe. All right, so Annie, what's your card going to tell you? And adjust your crown, Missy, because you are worthy of it and wear it with pride. All right, so the card says that you are calling the power. Again, isn't it beautiful, the synchronicity, how the cards are going right along with what the angels are showing before the card is drawn. So that crown and your power. Horses come into our lives when we need them most. Their gift of strength can lift you high. Put your hands on a horse and the power will reach every nook and cranny of your body. Today, the horses are there for you. Merely stop and call in your power. So there's something being cleared there. So you're not thinking you have power. This is what I hear. And know that you do, Miss Annie. You are very, very powerful. So your power will come in all forms. It will bring wisdom and know-how. Let it flow through you. It will lift you at the moment you need it most. It will ground you with strength. You only need put forth this call for power, and you will feel it strengthen your soul. It's there at your beck and call. All you have to do is call it in. And I know that there are many of us that are saying affirmations right now, and that is calling in our power. When we say, I am worthy, I am enough, we're calling on our power. So Annie, if you're not saying these affirmations with us, it may be time for you to start doing so. And especially those two affirmations. I am worthy, I am enough. I'm hearing that that's a big message for you to say those every day. Even if you start your day out with it, and you don't even have to think about it then the rest of the day. or you can say it throughout the day, or you can write them out where you're seeing them as you go about your day. But those are two affirmations for you to really get behind, to call in your power and wear that crown proudly. Keep it on top of your head for all to see. I love, love, love it. Okay. Oh, Annie has been making wreaths like little flowery crowns. You know, you guys, I have chills just now. You really, when spirit is flowing and giving these messages, there's no way that you can make it up. There's no way that everything would fall in sync with the messages from the angels, messages from the ponies, and you all just giving confirmation left and right that indeed that's what's happening in your life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Darlene, our Michigan girl, let's get you in here. And Melanie, you are up next for a reading. So hopefully you're hanging out with us to get that message from Spirit today. All right, Darlene, what do you need to know for your best and highest good? Darlene, they're showing you out on that beautiful lake up in Michigan. I'm not sure it's Lake Michigan, but it's a big lake. And they're showing you in this tiny little, I don't know if it's a kayak or a canoe, but you're all by yourself in that boat, floating out on that big old lake. So I don't know what that's all about, but we're going to ask Spirit to tell us what it's about. Oh, you're welcome, Brandy and Annie. And hello to our Andrea Gregg. Okay, so Darlene, what do the ponies want to tell you? It is, of course it is, it's your spiritual journey. And each of us has to walk that spiritual journey by ourselves. Nobody can do that for us. We can have mentors, we can have guides, we can have teachers, we can read every spiritual book there is out there. We can listen to podcasts and lectures and talks on spirituality. But nobody can do that walk except you. So your spiritual journey out in that, I think it's a canoe. You're out in that canoe on a big old body of water. And water is a conduit for spirit. So it makes total sense. Alone on a night ride, this peaceful rider finds himself at one with spirit, his guide. In silence, his connection to all that is around him is magnified. The golden harvest moon shines glimpses of the journey before him. Your spiritual journey is your own, unique to who you are. In gratitude, embrace your spirituality. Feel the fullness in your body. See the wisdom in Spirit's ways. Cherish your relationship with Spirit, for there is no other exactly the same. The paths that unfold were meant for you, predestined with your purpose in mind. Feel the love, support, and strength that guides you in the winding, twisting trails that you have traveled and that lay before you. Ponder the lessons that have made their way to you. Consider how these teachings are meant to make a difference in the world. So, Darlene, I so love this message for you. It's kind of like Deirdre's. Their spiritual growth. And any time that we go into the introspection and we go into our own quiet time and listen, we're going to grow every time, guaranteed. If you truly put that effort into hearing what Spirit has to say, you're going to grow. You're going to experience some kind of transformation. And that's what's going on with you right now, is a transformation, and your spirit going in leaps and bounds. And, and these funny angels just showed that canoe with you with the oars and paddling as fast as you can across that lake. So you don't have to put any effort into it other than just to listen and be open. You don't have to force that to happen quickly. Just let it flow in divine time, because it is, and you're opening more and more. And I love this for you. I love that that growth is coming forward, because you're one of our newer P's, and I know that it's a beautiful, beautiful experience to have you here with us in the family. So thank you for being here. All right, I'm going to Melanie next, and then Joanne. If you're still hanging out with us, I know you're probably at work today at your beautiful spa, but if you are here, Joanne, you will be next after Melanie. Ooh, okay, well, that card, seriously, this card jumped out of the deck and almost went to the floor. So let's see, Melanie, what Spirit wants to show you for your best and highest good today. And what's up with this card that was actually just pulled for you, but not by me. It's a sunflower. I was trying to figure out what the flower was that the Spirit was showing. But you know those little garden, I don't know what you call them, like those things you put in your garden that have windmills, not big windmills, but things that spin. I think they're called spinners. So they're showing me a spinner in your yard, in your garden, flower beds, and it's got a sunflower, and it's spinning like crazy. Like there's no wind that I can see, but there's something that's making it move. So there's a moving sunflower, and the card that chose you, that jumped out of the deck, is the Ghost Dancer. Ghost Dancer brings the wisdom of your ancestors to bear, knowledge ingrained over the centuries that is inherent in your soul. In glimpses of relations past, ponder their perspective and seek their wisdom. These lessons are not to be found at the surface. You must listen deep within, in peaceful, quiet pondering, in solitude of nature, in the songs of the birds, in the breath of a horse, in the leaves of a tree. It is here that Ghost Dancer delivers these voices of wisdom. Listen, embody, feel, for it is your guide today. Oh my goodness. I've got chills on top of chills, Melanie, because this message I think is so profound for you. And this is the third message, y'all, the third card, if you're paying attention, that's saying, be silent, listen, go deeper and listen, and open up your heart to what you're going to hear. No more covering your ears and saying, I don't hear you, la, 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 la. It's time to really take in the profound messages that Spirit's delivering right now. And so between this card and that sunflower that is spinning, there's movement. There is movement coming forward. And I know that you really, really, really want to hear from your son. I know that. Sometimes it's this message that brings the information that's needed. Sometimes we need to hear, be silent, be still, go into the moment where you're not spinning, where that sunflower is just being very, very still and not moving at all. And so I think what I'm hearing is for you to feel into that silence. And it's the opposite of what you want. You don't want silence. You want messages. You want to be enlightened as far as how your son is doing in spirit. And I feel like he is guiding this whole message for you. He's helping you to understand that he is reaching, he is speaking, he is bringing energy to you. And it's time for you to find it deeper inside of you, to not spin, to not chase it, to not think that you have to do something, because you don't. This is the only have to. And it's very interesting that it says it's not to be found at the surface. So many times when we want so badly to hear from a loved one in spirit, we stay up on the surface. We seek and we ask, and we're constantly putting out that energy instead of saying, oh, I see what I need to do. It's in here. And in here, in that heart space, is so different from being up here. So bring it down into your heart and just stay there. Stay in that heart. Stay in the solitude when you're crying out, when you want that message so bad and you want a heart hug from your loved one. And it's coming. He's delivering it. It's time to just step back, pause, hit the pause button, and just let it happen. I love you so much, Melanie. Thank you for being here today. And let Ghost Dancer do what Ghost Dancer is going to do, which is bring you those messages. All right, Joanne. I hope Joanne's still with us. Let's see what message there is for Joanne. And then Leo, you will be up after Joanne. Joanne, they're showing you up on a stage at a podium delivering a message. I don't know what your speech is, but whoa, clearing that. I don't have to know what your speech is because you know it's inside of you, and spirit is working to help you bring that message forward. There's a message that it's not necessarily your message. It is a channeled message that you're bringing forth as you stand there at the podium. So interesting. Oh, you're so welcome, Melanie. Yes, I loved your message today. All right, Joanne. The herd. The strength of family comes in numbers. Take time to share in your strengths and honor the power of the shared strength of your herd. Within a herd, every member brings a gift and has a role. Some keep a watchful eye, some move the herd into action, others bring balance and mediation. Consider your role in your family. Consider the others' roles. Who needs strength today? Who needs support? Share in the safety of many. Open your heart to care. Joanne, I think this is a very profound message for you. When you open your heart and when you're looking at what your role is in any family, whether it's our spirit family, your biological family, your extended family, when you ask, What am I to know? And that's a big question that is a good one for us all to tune into anytime that we're looking for answers. Just ask, what do I need to know? And then it will be brought forth, whatever that beautiful lesson or message, whatever is showing up for you to give out from you, it will show up. So I love this for you, and I love you, Joanne. And I'm glad you had some time away to regroup and repair and get revitalized. All right, we're up to Leo, our wonderful Leo in the house today. I love that. So Leo, what does Spirit want you to know? And I hope you all are resonating with these messages. If they're touching you, if you're understanding it, if you're getting enlightened by what Spirit wants you to know today, just let me know. Put it in the comments. All right, Leo. Leo, they're showing a vision of you. I'm sorry, you guys. I was just very distracted. Leo, the vision is you with a flashlight. But I have to go back to Melanie. Melanie, there was a butterfly that came right up to the window. It flew right to the window. And it was, I'm not sure if it was a monarch. It had the coloring of monarch, but I didn't see the design. But it came right here. And I know it was for you. I had to share that because it felt like it really was a message saying, I am here and thank you. And it's gone. It took off. All right. So Leo with the flashlight. Why do you have a flashlight in your hand? Why did they hand you one? And let's see what the message is from Spirit. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Loving the messages. And Andrea, excellent messages today and very powerful. They have all been very, very powerful. All right. So Leo. All right. So the angel showed you with a flashlight in your hand. Interesting. I don't know if you're left-handed or right-handed, Leo. I've never paid attention to that. But it's in your left hand, this flashlight. So whatever difference that makes, they just wanted to point that out. And your message is guidance from above. Look skyward and feel the love feed your body and embrace your soul. For a higher source has come to guide you today. Open your heart and ask, what am I to know? The angels are cracking me up today with all of these synchronicities. What am I to know? For this is an all-knowing higher source, shines a light, brings wisdom, and leads you to your path of destiny. Trust where the light takes you. Consider the lessons to be learned in each step along the way, for there are no accidents, only a magical, mystical journey of your life, supported in the love and wonder of the powerful spiritual guidance. Honor, listen, and love. Wow, 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 wow. What a day with these cards and with the angel messages and everything falling into sync, right? Everything coming together perfectly. And just as our Marietta shares with us, everything is working perfectly. Oh, Melanie, he sends you butterflies. Yeah, I mean, there's other butterflies and dragonflies flowing around out there and birds of all kinds. But this one came right to the window where I'm sitting. It's a big window that looks out over the mountains. And it just came right up to the window. So I knew that it was a message, and I knew intuitively it was a message for you. Brandy says there is a lot of needing to listen in the messages today. Seems like everyone needs to take a beat. Yeah, hit that pause button. Just stop for an instant and ask that all-important question, which is, what do I need to know today? What do you want me to know, Spirit? I mean, it is that simple. The angels say that we complicate things all the time. We try to make too much of it. We try to, we want something more, right? We can be given the most simple thing there is, and we want more instead of just taking it for what it is. A butterfly coming right up to the window, a message about a flashlight, and then your card message to let the light guide you, that you're given a light to let it shine out for that guidance of where to know where to go, where to place your feet. You can't make this stuff up. And this is a very powerful, high vibrating energy that's in here today. And thank you to all who have come in for it. Jennifer Langren, I hope you're still on break because you are up next. And then Susan, you'll be after that. And then our Andrea Gregg. And that's all the names I have written down. I see we have more people than that, but if you haven't commented to let me know you're here, then I don't know that you're here. So that's the only way I know to give you a message, is if you let me know that you're participating. All right, so Jennifer, Jennifer, they're showing a puppy with you, and I don't think you have, you might have cats. I don't think you have a dog. So I think this is just a metaphor of this little puppy following along. It's like following your every step, just like one of the dogs here does for me. I can't move without this dog checking on me and seeing what's happening and what I'm up to. In fact, he just came over to see what I'm doing. And if maybe I have any food in my hand. You have a cat. I thought so, Jennifer. But they're showing me an image of you and a little puppy dog, and it is so darn cute. I love puppies. So what is your message from the horses, and why a puppy dog? All right, so your message is the power of perseverance. I think that answered that question. We all know how puppies can be so insistent, and they persevere when they want something, right? Just like this one. She's not a puppy. Well, she's only a couple of years old, but little puppies, they want what they want and they go after it and they don't back down. So the power of perseverance. Breakthrough to the other side takes perseverance, a galloping rhythm of muscle, sweat, and determination, grounded by a steady focus on your destination. If you feel your path begin to sway, anchor back to your course, keeping sight on that place where your heart is drawn. Engage your inner engines and feel the power that builds within. The more you feed this power, the more the momentum gains. Feed the power through connections, right people, right action, and positive thinking. Open your mind to the possibilities and let colors add new dimensions unthought of before. Feel the momentum take you into a full-on gallop. For this is your ride. You only need set in place the actions and plans to manifest it. Engage your power within. Now, that's the second message that's come out today with that exact same thought. Engaging your inner power. It's in here. It's inside of us. And I can't remember who got that one before, but I know they were told to say the affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy. I am loved. And so, Jennifer, I don't know if you're joining us in those daily affirmations, but I encourage you to do that as well. One thing that a thought and a teaching that has come out recently is When you want to manifest something, be consistent. Consistently saying your affirmations, consistently putting the message out there, consistently thinking about it, not obsessively, but consistently being persevering, knowing what you want, just like the little puppy dog, know what you want, and you keep your eye on the prize. You know, when you're playing ball with a dog, they know at all times where that ball is. If you throw it up in the air, if you try to trick them and you make a motion one way, but you throw it the other way, they know. And so it's the same thing with us. Persevere, be consistent. And yeah, if you miss a day of saying the affirmations, don't sweat it, that's not the end of it, but learn from the things that you are doing and the patterns and the habits in your life, and look at, am I consistent? Am I keeping on with what I want? All right. So big message for you, Jennifer. Oh, thank you. You are so welcome. And Susan, you are up next on YouTube. And let's see what Spirit has for you today, Susan Flo. I love your name. I just love that. And every time I see you come in to one of the Cuppas, I feel like that energy that you bring in is flowing throughout the whole body of people that are gathered here. So thank you for showing up and being such a positive light here in this family. And Susan's another one that's new to us, but really seeing a beauty and a growth coming in with you. So thank you for that. All right. Susan, what do the angels want you to know? I just saw an orb fly by. Lots of activity going on here in the house right now. I think the energy is revving up because it knows the family's coming back home, and the doggies are all excited. They're ready for mom and dad to walk through the door. All right, so Susan, I see you with a paintbrush and an easel with canvas. So I see you as an artist painting right now. And I have no idea if you have any artistic inclination. I believe this is just an image that they're going to use to expand on your message. So let's see what the ponies have to say for you. The journey. In the early hours before the sun has risen, on a snowy winter morn, feel the freshness of the cold, crisp air. A magical silence rests close to the land as the dancing snowflakes welcome a shift of seasons. Be in this moment. Feel the peacefulness of all that surrounds you. Let the silence wash over your soul. Extend gratitude unto the world for the path your life has followed, for the lessons learned, for the people who have joined your journey, for the gifts that have come your way. Be one with the season that is changing before you. Invite your dreams to join. Open your heart to the journey for the next lessons in life, the new people you will encounter, the new gifts that will come your way. Know it's all as it should be, for it is your journey this day and every day. So that canvas that you are painting on in spirit, you're painting all of your experiences. All of the people that show up in your life are like flowers that you would paint on that canvas. The people that bring you messages of wisdom and hope and inspiration, those are the sunrises. Those are the brightness above the horizon. Those that were challenges for you, that brought you through what I call the fires of life, that sometimes make us go into our shadow self and really explore the depths of the darkness. Those are the night that's painted onto the canvas. Everything that has happened in your life has brought you to this place where you are in this moment. That's your journey. And we all create whatever it is that we need to help us learn the lesson of why we're here. What am I doing here? I think that was Leo that I think it was Leo that got the message about the entire path, seeing everything clearly, not just a moment in our time, but our whole life, and seeing it for what it is. So what a beautiful message for you, Susan. So you don't have to be an artist. I see your message. You don't have the artistic talent, but you do. You're creating, and that's the art. You're creating this beautiful painting of your life. And on that painting are everything that you have experienced. So I hope that resonates with you. And we're going to go to Andrea Gregg, who is the last name on my list. So I'll pull Andrea's card, and I'll pull one also for me and for anyone else who wants to take the message right along with me. Let's see what Spirit has. But first, we tune into Andrea Gregg, my Miss Smiley girl. I love you so much, Andrea. And let's see what Spirit wants to show for you. Huh. All right. I don't understand it, but they're showing a chicken. I know Brandy's into chickens. I grew up with chickens, and chickens are, I think, a necessary part of our life. They give us so much. This chicken is special. It's and I'm hearing there's a children's story about a chicken that laid a golden egg. So you have the chicken that lays the golden egg, Andrea. That's what they're giving you. And let's see what the horses have to say about that. The mystic. A lone, veiled woman rides through the mist, feeling the intrigue and mystery of the forest. If you close your eyes, you can feel the mystic at work in your life. Ride deeper. Let the wonder of your world flow through you. Take time with yourself, for yourself. For this is a call to explore the mysteries and the treasures of this gift. You're supported by the living spirit of the horse. Let this spirit live within you today. So, what I'm hearing from that message is you have within you, and deep within, again, this is another message to not stay on the surface, but to go dive deep inside. And you have deep within you the knowledge, the intuition, the wisdom to see things as the gift that they are. So whether it's something as simple as a chicken, see the golden egg that can come from that chicken. See the benefits of everything that shows up in your life, whether it's an animal, a person, an object, money, whatever it might be. Go deeper. Don't see it just as the surface thing that it is, but go a little deeper. And when you dive in, you'll get the message. You'll get the fullness of what that's all about. And it's so funny. I'm watching the little girl dog that I'm house sitting and pet sitting here. She's the smallest of the three dogs. She's also the only female. She hasn't eaten today. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know if she feels energy that's shifting and changing. But I had given them treats before I went on the air so that hopefully they would settle down. She hasn't eaten her treat. So she's had it for an hour, and she had it laying down on the floor. She had been protecting it, even though she wasn't eating it, and she had walked away from it. So one of the other dogs decides, oh, there's a treat laying there. I'm going to go get it. Mm-mm. She jumped on it. She pounced on the treat and said, no, that's mine. That shows me perseverance. That shows me that when we know that something is ours, nobody, no matter if they're 10 times our size, nobody can take what is rightfully ours. And I think that's a huge message for all of us, that perseverance, even if we don't see the value of what we have, we know it's ours. And it's not greed, it's a knowingness, it's an empowerment that comes from inside of us that says, this is mine, this energy, this spirit that's in me, this power that's in me is mine, and nobody is going to take it away. Don't let anybody try to take your power or drain you of your energy. That's yours. It's rightfully yours. It's your birthright, and keep an eye on it. All right, last message, which is for me and anybody who maybe didn't join in and ask for a message of your own, or maybe you're just watching the replay and you didn't have a chance to ask. So this is the card that's coming up for me and anyone who wants to take it with me. And Andrea says, a fantastic message. I love it. Such valuable insight. Love all these messages today, and blessings to all. Thank you for that, Brandy. And Deirdre, I see you put our prayer up. We're going into prayer time after this message. So if there's anything on your heart that you would like us to lift up while we're gathered today, just type it in the comments. If there's prayers that are needed, just let us know. All right, so the message, the very last message for me and anybody else who wants to take it with me, is called Your Gift. In a misty dawn, bathed in golden light, bestow a gift, the gift of you. Open your heart with authenticity and listen. Hear the stories of others and listen yet deeper. Extend your hands as a friend, a confidant, a partner. Share in your abundance. Share in your support. Is it kindness that you can provide? Is it a helping hand? Feel the golden energy flow of caring from you to another, from the universe to all. With intention, add to the beauty of this golden light. Offer yourself unto this world. Make a difference in the life of another. The gift, your gift. We all have gifts. We all do. And I've had many people that have argued about that and said, I don't have any gifts. We all have gifts. And the gift of you is the biggest gift that you own, to be able to give of yourself, whether that's a smile, an outstretched hand, a cup of coffee, a kind word, a listening ear. We all have something of value that we can give to each other. I learned a big lesson this week when I lost a friend who had reached out to me, and I didn't speak from my heart the things that I was feeling, and I felt that she wasn't safe, but she needed just to hear a voice. She needed just to know that there was somebody else there. And so my lesson is to speak up more, to when I hear that there's something to be looked at, I'm going to say it, whether you receive it or not. So, kind of a warning there, uh, that if you're not ready to hear that message, then just take it with what it is, that it's my heart speaking what it needs to speak. And the other lesson is to always be there, no matter what time it is, no matter what's going on in my own life, to always be available and be open, to always say my yes. And so I'm making a commitment to myself and to spirit and to all of you that I'm going to say yes. So when you reach out to me, know that I'm here. All right. Oh, Melanie, I'm so glad you were with us today. And thank you, Andrea. Thank you for your words. And Deirdre's prayer is for world peace more than anything. I'm right there with you on that one, my dear. And I'd like to ask for prayers for safe travels for Dr. Ruth Anderson, who will be flying across the country today. She's probably already in the air as she comes back to her home here in Colorado. Her and her family have been away enjoying a good vacation time up in New England. And it's time now to come home to these babies that have missed her so much. So let me put Deirdre's prayer up here, or our prayer that's crafted by Deirdre. Let me say it that way. And I'm going to get the chimes ready because they're going to talk to us while we pray. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back. World peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, prayers for our troops and especially those who are deployed away from their loved ones, and prayers for our United States. Thank you, Deirdre, for that. Brandy always reminds us to remember to pray for those who are touched by suicide or dementia. And Sally reminds us to pray for the homeless, those who feel like they don't have anyone in their life, who are lonely and feeling all alone, for those who are living in fear of others. And there's a lot of fear in the world. But let's hold that energy of peace foremost, holding up each other, calling in peace into our hearts, peace into our homes, peace into our communities, peace into the hearts of our world leaders, and peace to everybody that walks on Gaia. Let's breathe in all of the prayer requests, ones you're holding in your heart that maybe you haven't expressed, the ones that have been shared here today. Let's lift up our beautiful family and those who aren't with us today, our Jeans, Auntie Jean and Blue Jean. Prayers for Dolly and Rain as they venture tomorrow to that beautiful barn and fenced-in area in Vermont with our Blue Jean. Prayers for everything to go perfect with that transition and for Dolly's health. Prayers for anyone who's struggling, whether you're struggling emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically. We lift you up for healing. I call on Archangel Raphael to touch anyone in your heart space or in your physical body where healing is needed. I speak healing energy over everyone that's hearing these words, whether you're hearing them here in this moment or later on. I pray for those who have lost loved ones. And I'm thinking of my dear friend Carla and the loved ones that she left behind. I'm thinking of our Melanie, who joined in with us today, missing her son, and all who have suffered from loss recently, lifting you up and giving you a special hug. And let's lift our vibration now up, going higher and higher and higher until we come to that great central sun. And let's lay down all of our burdens, anything that's bringing your energy down, anything that's not for your best and highest good. Just release it now. Leave it right here with the Creator at the foot of the divine. We let it go with love, and we ask only that each prayer be seen, be heard, and be answered for the best and highest good of all. And with that, we give gratitude. We say, thank you, God. We love you. We honor you. And thank you for the miracles that have already come into our lives. Thank you for the miracles that we haven't acknowledged yet. But we know they're there. And we know we'll be seeing the fruition of those miracles. When we believe it, we will see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. All right. Well, we always end our time together on a high note. And that high note is love and gratitude. So the words we say are, thank you, I love you. So a reminder again that tomorrow at 1:11 Eastern Time, I will be out doing a walk. Don't know if Ruth will join me, if she has the time. I hope she will. And I'll go out and do our monthly peace walk. You don't have to walk long. Just walk with the intention of calling in peace into our world. So let's get Leo taking us out of here with our Cuppa song.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A.
We call the triple A.
Thank you,
I love
you. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the B's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the B's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the B's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me
All right, we have a little triple A dance. So anybody that wants to join in, it's coming up. There really is no secret. There's simply accept, align, allow. Triple A, y'all. Take that triple A with you everywhere you go. Even if you're up on Lake Michigan, like our Marietta is, or getting ready to be if she's not there already.
Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, yo. Give me a cup of joy. Cup of full of joy. Cup full of joy. Give me a cup 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 of joy. Give me full joy. Give me a cup of 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 joy.
Woo! Thank you, Leo, for that song. Thank you, Peas, for a beautiful time together with you today. So much love to each and every one of you. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Because if you're in your heart, all that other stuff just kind of falls to the wayside. Let's keep peace flowing through our hearts, through our homes, through our communities, and through our world. I will be back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll have a morning cuppa together. And then tomorrow at 1:11, our monthly peace walk. I love you so much. Bye for now. Namaste, y'all.